All right. Bodo 0, Arsenal 1. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys? And where are you watching us from? It's the match reaction of this Arsenal game where they really just won by... Sorry, they won way back, some hours back. But I'm sorry for delaying to bring in the match reaction because I know most people are anticipating for it, but it has really come in late. But obviously, I can't really fail to come in and really tell you what happened as Arsenal really beat Bodo by 1-0 away in Netherlands. That is a side which goes by the names of Arsenal. Welcome to this channel. Smash the like button, comment and share. Obviously, let me go with the positives. One, another clean sheet kept by Arsenal. I think in the 3 games they played in the UEFA Europa League, they've only conceded 1 goal. That was against Zurich. They kept a clean sheet against Bodo at Emirates. They've gone ahead away and kept a clean sheet. And obviously, those are 2 clean sheets for Matt Turner. And obviously, that is something good for a player like Matt Turner. Then, the other one is Bukayo Saka going ahead to find himself on the score sheet. Whether the goal was luck or what, but it really went for Bukayo Saka. And obviously, he's back onto the scoring ways. Having scored a brace against Spurs, he has gone ahead to go ahead and score 1 against Bodo. And this is building his confidence more and more for a man who goes by the names of Bukayo Saka. And obviously, I believe he's really going to turn into a better and better player as far as scoring goals is concerned. He's trying to drive his game to the stats, you get? And his creativity is really so much lacking because he's so selfish. But I believe he should improve on his game in the creativity part of it because it's written nowhere that when you have very many assists, you're not a very good player. Look at Kevin De Bruyne at Man City. He doesn't score very many goals, but obviously the assists are really way up high, more than the goals he scores. And obviously he's being really referred to as the best midfielder in the world. That is a man who goes by the names of Kevin De Bruyne. So to me, I call for a player who goes by the names of Bukayo to come in through and win the needful in this game of football and already start to go on and really perform better as far as assists are concerned, because it's not going to be easy for you to score in any game. Like the game today, you saw the goal he scored today. Hit it, deflected by the defender, defended by the defender, then it goes back and deflects on his head and goes past the goalkeeper, and obviously it was into the goal area. So I believe you won't get such goals a lot, you get, and you won't find yourself scoring a brace in very many games like you did against a team which goes by Tottenham. But obviously you will always have chances to put up assists because he's good at really utilizing space and taking off players, though his skill set is not all that flaring, but he can really create chances for his fellow players, like you saw against a side which goes by the names of Fulham. I think it was it Fulham? It was Aston Villa. The 2 goals that they scored, I think that assist really gave to Martinelli. It was really magnificent. And the game against Crystal Palace that opened up the Premier League, that second goal that was an goal for Gueyuchi, that cross brought in through by Bukayo Saka was really great, and he connected himself in the back of the net. I think the game of Brentford, he put up 2 assists. So I believe if at all he really marries assists and goals, I think he's going to be a better player than we really think he is in here. So good for Bukayo Saka, another positive. And secondly, resting players like Gabriel Jesus are not really traveling with them to a side which goes by the names of Norway was a positive because he got a head injury, the concussion in the game of Liverpool, but he said, I have to go in and really lead this team, because he knew that when he really gets off that team or the pitch, the mentality is going to drop off. And obviously he came back, and obviously the foul on him by Thiago Alcantara in the box of a team which goes by the names of Liverpool resulted into a penalty that Bukayo Saka scored, and obviously it was 3-2, and Arsenal won that game comfortably. William Saliba coming in through and playing very well in the place of Gabriel Magalhaes. Obviously, Matt Turner really had to put up some fantastic saves in this game of football because this team has no respect for any. Even if it's playing Barcelona, Real Madrid, Manchester United, name it, for them, their manager believes in really playing what we call total football. And that total football is really attack-minded, and he always doesn't think of really defending. And obviously, he has really done great. Though this time around, Arsenal has really gone ahead to have a lion's share of that possession. Yet at Emirates, it was vice versa. Arsenal had like 45 and they had like 55% of the possession. So it looks like it went it went the opposite way, and obviously Arsenal were into this game of football. And obviously they're coming up with players like Marquinhos and resting the likes of Takahiro Tomiyasu, meaning that maybe can come in through and start in the game of Leeds over the weekend. Sorry about that. KNTN coming in and starting and playing very well. Ben White coming in and starting and playing as a right back for Arsenal. Obviously, Rob Holding doing the needful. Now, Fabio Vieira is one of the people that we should talk about, and Martin Odegaard with Sambi Lokonga. Sambi Lokonga responsible almost for the assist that a player who goes by the name Bukayo Saka has really scored. And I've already said about this. I've already said this about Sambi Lokonga, that this player is one for the future, but one in the making, that really is really making lots of things around that Arsenal side to happen. He's really making lots of things happen at Arsenal, and I believe he's one of those that you shouldn't come out and underrate or underestimate. He's really a very good player. He plays some quality football, and he is really one of those that we should come in here and really look at very many times and really do the needful as far as this game of football is concerned. He played very well, controlled that midfield, and he had a very good passing accuracy in that game of Bodo. The likes of Fabio Vieira really had a lot of balls from him. He connected the midfield to the attack a lot. Odegaard doing the needful. Fabio Vieira obviously connecting into that midfield area to come out and really put up something good for a side which goes by the names of Arsenal. But Mikel Arteta, I believe the rotation he's doing, and Arsenal has never found itself in a position like this under Mikel Arteta, that you can drop Ramsdale, drop William Magalhaes, drop Tomiyasu, Thomas Partey, Grant Xhaka, Martinelli, and Gabriel Jesus, close to 7 players, and obviously they come out and really put out a very beautiful game of football. The likes of Thomas Partey came in through in the 80th minute to play some games, to play some minutes, such that they really protect that lead they had, because the team of Bodo looked like they were knocking on Arsenal's door towards the end of the game to really get an equalizer, or maybe even after getting the equalizer find a win. But they went ahead to do the needful, and they never stopped. That is a team which goes by names of Bodo. They never stopped, and they kept attacking. So you needed a cooler like Thomas Partey to come in and really play into that midfield and really do the needful. And obviously when it came in through, Arsenal found itself possessing the ball a lot, and obviously Bodo's attacks and play that was so much progressive was always broken down by Thomas Partey, and Arsenal had a reference. The likes of Martinelli had to come in through, and obviously resting Martinelli, by the way, is really great for me, because he has been playing all the games that Arsenal has been playing. He has been starting them. The 9 games Arsenal have been playing in the Premier League, he started all of those games and almost played 90 minutes in all of those games. The UEFA Europa League games, the 2 games they had played, he had been starting all of them with the intensity that he's using. You would at least feel a little bit for this guy that, oh, maybe he will reach an extent and really drop off. But this guy couldn't drop off and really kept the intensity up there. And obviously the manager benched him today, and I think the game of Leeds will be really fresh for that game of football. Then let's get ourselves into what we call the team stats. 6 shots by Bodo, 7 shots by Arsenal, 1 shot on target by Arsenal, 1 shot on target by Bodo, 45% by Bodo. Possession, Arsenal had 55. 520 passes completed by Bodo, 623 passes completed by Arsenal. It shows you how close this game was. Then 85% passing accuracy by Bodo, 88% by Arsenal. 9 fouls by Bodo, 7 by Arsenal. 1 yellow card by Bodo, 3 yellow cards to Arsenal. Obviously, 0 red cards to both sides, 0 offsides to Bodo, 2 to Arsenal. 3 corners for Bodo, 5 corners for side which goes by names of Arsenal. And Arsenal are really comfortably leading the table by 9 points. And obviously, the big battle is going to be between Arsenal and PSV, and I think that is the next game they're going to play on Thursday. Remember, the rest of the UEFA Europa League group stages are really going to go ahead and really halt for like a week, then they resume the other week. But Arsenal is going to be playing PSV because they missed out on that game of football where they would have played PSV at Emirates, and it was really cancelled because the Queen had really passed on, and obviously they had to rest and not play in there for you. But obviously it's a very huge win for Arsenal, and I believe they've gone ahead to do the needful. I don't know what you think about that win, but it's really great to see to it that in their 3 games they've gone ahead to really win 3, and they have maximum points. Marquinhos came in through and really played very well, 19 years of age. I believe he's one of those players that is really going to make a very huge impact at Arsenal and maybe change even the brain or the thoughts of the man that, please, I want to go in and bring in another player who plays with the left foot onto the right attacking side of the midfield, because this boy is really looking good and progressive. every time he's played into the game of football as Arsenal is really playing on. Now, let's go to the player ratings. Matt Turner, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10 because he really played very well. Good, put up some good saves. Ball distribution on point, 7 out of 10. Ben White, 6 out of 10. I believe he really had a shaky game, but I'm giving him a 6 out of 10. Kieran Tierney, 6 out of 10 too. Saliba, 7 out of 10. Rob Holding, 6 out of 10. Sambi Lokonga, 8 out of 10. Odegaard, 6 out of 10. Fabio Vieira, 7 out of 10. That is my player ratings. I'm giving those players of Arsenal. And I'm going to give Eddie Nketiah a 6 out of 10 because I think his mobility was really lacking today. And he wasn't all that a threat to this team. And obviously, that's why you saw to it that the total number of target shots were really 7 for Arsenal. And obviously, he never really gave them the threat they really deserved. Reece Nelson, I'm giving him a 6 out of 10 because he was really trying to get that ball, really take it to the back four of a team which goes by the names of Bordeaux. But I believe he has not yet found back his grip because he's coming in from injury, and that is really costing him a lot in this game of football, where he's really playing a side which goes by the names of Bordeaux. Then Bukayo Saka, 7 out of 10, scoring that only goal that really Arsenal won the game with and having that one shot on target. Obviously, I'm giving him a 7 out of 10. The players who came on: Martinelli, 6 out of 10. Thomas Partey, 6 out of 10. Marquinhos, 6 out of 10. So I believe, and I'm giving my play of the match to Sambi Lokonga. He really played very well, guys. He controlled that midfield, and I believe there is a player into this guy. That's why you saw into the preseason that teams like Juventus, AC Milan, and very many other teams that were leading CDMs really wanted this player because this guy is really a talent. He's a talent, and I believe that he's gaining more experience as far as playing the CDM position is concerned. And maybe Arsenal might go ahead and really get a second thought of not even signing a CDM because in December, Elneny is going to be back. And obviously, they might change their targets because Sambi Lokonga is proving that he's really a very good player. Even the 3 games that Thomas Partey was away, this boy played very well. He played in the central midfield area when Arsenal beat Fulham at home by 2-1, Aston Villa by 2-1. Obviously, at Old Trafford, he played very well, where they beaten by 3-1. 3 games, he controlled the midfield very well, and Arsenal were really running and really roving very well into that midfield area of a team which goes by the names of Arsenal, and those teams, they're really vast. So I believe Arsenal really are on a very right track, and Mikel Arteta came in strong because he came in with a lineup that most of us never believed. Let me show you the lineup that really brought, because I believe that he couldn't have won by this. Though I never did a match preview for Arsenal versus Bordeaux, but I thought that he would have given chance for other players, but especially the fringe players. But according to what he saw at Emirates, he knew that if at all he really went weak, he would have given a chance to Bordeaux to come in and really do the needful against them. He started with Matt Turner, Ben White, Saliba, Rob Holding, Kieran Tierney, that is the back 4. Ben White playing as a right back, Kieran Tierney playing as a left back, Rob Holding playing on the left side of the central defense, William Saliba playing on the right side of the central defense. Sambi Albert Lokonga playing into a double midfield pivot with Fabio Vieira. You see that very well. Then Odegaard playing as a central attack midfielder, Reece Nelson left attacking midfielder, and Saka playing as a right attacking midfielder with Eddie Nketiah leading the line for side which goes by the names of Arsenal. But these players were not expected. Ben White, Saliba, Odegaard, Bukayo Saka, those were not expected. So he went in for a bit of a more strong side to face this side because he knew that they were a stubborn side at the Emirates. Amidst Arsenal beating them by 3-0, this team had a lion's share of the possession, and they really things never went the way Arsenal really wanted them to go. So guys, Arsenal has really gone ahead to win their 3rd game in the group stage. Bukayo Saka on target, and obviously they are now topping the table. Now that double tie between them and PSV is really going to be the decider. Whoever wins that double tie and gets maximum points out of it, obviously he's really going to go ahead and really top the group and miss out on really facing teams that are really going to drop off from the Champions League group stage that are going to complete 3rd. And obviously face a team which goes by names of Arsenal. So let's wait and see what's going to be happening as far as Arsenal is really going to go ahead and really play Bordeaux. We don't know whether they're flying from Norway direct to London to train and prepare for a side which goes by names of Leeds, or they're going to first do a recovery training in Oslo. I don't know that, but obviously we are going to be waiting to see what Arsenal is going to be doing into the next game of football as they prepare for Leeds. So thank you guys for watching in. Mikel Arteta, I'm giving him a 7 out of 10. He was really a very good manager and really managed that game very, very well, because this team is really great and they really took that ball to the defenders of Arsenal. So guys, I sign out for now. See you later. And that's what I had for you. And obviously, Bodo has been beaten by Arsenal by 1-0. Bukayo Saka on the score sheet. I hand you over there, my Lord. May him protect you abundantly. I'm out.